What's up, everybody? It's your boy Serpent20 Gaming back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I made a last video, but I checked out. I also did a live stream of Batman Episode 3 yesterday or the other day. If you want to check that out, feel free. Um, Follow me on Twitter, Google Plus, all that good shit. The descriptions to my handles will be down in the description box down below. With that being said, let's get right into it. Yeah, I wasn't going to even make a video about this, to be honest with you. Um, People already know my stance on the whole No Man's Sky deal and all that crap. But yeah, right now it's getting like a little bit ridiculous. So ridiculous that I had to actually come out and make a video about it. Um, so what am I talking about? I guess a couple days ago, Hello Games put out a tweet saying that No Man's Sky was a mistake, end quote. Right. So that was the whole thing that blew up into a whole big proportion. Now it got so much crazy, right, that people people were thinking that they maybe were hacked and stuff like that. And Hello Games actually came out and said that they were hacked, but then they kind of fixed the hack. So they were so much doing contradictory stuff, as well as Sean Murray, I believe, as well, doing the exact same thing. Now, Sean Murray been trying to be out of the spotlight ever since his own game got launched. I think his last post was like 9 days after No Man's Sky was released, and since then, you never heard anything from him during the problems that the game had with frame rate drops and features that they promoted in the advertising, but it never came to light in the final product. All this shit, like, right? So all of a sudden now, I think Sean Murray was the one that came out and said that it was a disgruntled employee that made that post, and they're looking into it and stuff like that. People are believing that it came from Sean Murray himself. But when people trying to question him about it, it's like he's making it seem like he never did it. He never had a hand in it. And at the same time, someone got into his account, hacked, quote, I'm quoting here, hacked their Twitter and stuff like that. And people, you know what I mean? It's contradictory. It got to the point where it felt like the authorities came and trying to figure this shit out, and they are even puzzled. They're even confused about the whole situation. And it's not their fault on their end. It's not like they had their clues, they have their suspects, they have, you know what I mean? Like they're doing their process as they're, doing what they do, shit like that. It's people like Sean Murray and people at Hello Games throwing this contradictory bullshit around, right? So now it got to a point where the authorities are now asking Sean Murray to come out and make a video response to any of this bullshit, and yet, as far as what I can see, he hasn't even come out and make a video about it to state his claim or defend his innocence or whatever. So this whole ordeal, man, it blew up over Twitter, basically because someone said No Man's Sky was a mistake. Now we don't know if it's actually from an employee. Like I said before, we don't know if it's actually from an employee or actual hacker group that actually hacked into it and said whatever they said on there to make them look bad and stuff like that. But they already was looking bad from the get-go, due to this whole ordeal. Advertisement was shitty. Sony kept backing them. It got to a point where, I believe they sold 1 million copies, but other than that, like it been going downhill since. PC players are just dropping like flies. All this bullshit, right? So you get to a point. You get a point in your life where you just have to say, look, you got to stop the bullshit, man. You got to stop the bullshit. People getting like the Twitter shit, right? Like it got to a point where he's like, all right, No Man's Sky was a mistake. To me, in my opinion, it was a fucking mistake, right? That's why I'm glad I didn't buy the shit. But that's just me. I feel bad for the other gamers who bought the shit expecting the features that was supposed to be in the game and then come through in the game. So, you know what I mean? I feel bad for you guys. And now this bullshit with Twitter, oh, No Man's Sky was a mistake. Sean Murray can't take a stance on whether he should, you know, is it a hack? Was it him? Was it another employee that they know? Um, do all these things matter? Like when the authorities are asking these people this shit, like they're not getting a right answer for them. So now it got to a point where the feds are like, look, we got to make sure we hear it from Sean Murray himself. So the only way we gonna believe this shit, because I believe they were following through on a lead based on what was text or written or post, and they believe it came from Sean Murray or someone at Hello Games. But when they follow that, their lead into process of the investigation contradicted what the fuck they were saying, but at the same time, they don't know who said the original shit for them to even proceed to lead because they don't know if that was a hack. They don't know if it was Sean Murray. They don't know if it was Hello Games. They don't know if it was the disgruntled employee that they quoted, mentioned that was the case. Um, so they don't know. So now this horror deal, in my opinion, is just bullshit, dude. Like, why are you trying to drag your game into the dirt even more than what it was? You know what I mean? If it was a hack, just come on and say a hack. Like, it doesn't take long to make a video response and tell the authorities or tell whoever you need to tell, like, look, it wasn't me, it was hacked, I'll polygraph myself, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But yet, like as you can tell from my other No Man's Sky videos, I said Sean Murray is a coward, dude. Like he don't want to come on and admit that he did something wrong with the game, and he doesn't want to apologize to the people that actually went and bought the hype. And now this whole controversial bullshit with the authorities, with the posts of the was a mistake crap. Like, dude, you know, as a developer, right? You should be held accountable for your game and your product, right? Not just you, but the team that you made the game with. Um, Also, people don't know if it was Sony to blame for the bullshit. People don't know all this shit, but even though Sony backed them up on the marketing thing, and the exclusivity and stuff like that, it still it still bothers me to the point where it's like, yo, you got to come out and say this was a mistake, and then doesn't even know, don't even know if it was you or not, because according to the tweets, it's like, yeah, you have a person that said, oh, yeah, we were hacked. But then hours later, you'll say, "Oh no, the hack was solved, or it was just a DDoS or some bullshit like that. But we're fine, we're good, and blah blah blah." And then you see where I'm getting at here? Like it contradicts what the hell that the authorities are led to believe, right? Now, if you were really hacked, or if it was just really you and you just trying to hack, you saying you hacked your own shit, quote unquote, and hack your own shit, uh, just to build up some kind of notoriety of your game. Like, dude, like your game is basically a spaceship farming simulator, right? You just go to planet to regenerate a planet, picking up resources, discovering all kinds of things like animals that basically look the same. As you get to a certain point in the game, they all look the same. You know what I mean? Getting to the center is not really getting to the center. It all depends on where you are in the planet when you first start out. Things can go wrong. Things can, you know what I mean? There was no multiplayer both into the game, even though Summer was like kind of sort of all that bullshit was in, like they claimed it was supposed to be in there, it wasn't in there. And now where I believe they couldn't hit another low, an all-time low, this is an all-time low for me, where you have to build up your own hype for your own product and try to get it in a negative light, in a negative way. Like, if someone said it was a mistake, yeah, then that's just someone's opinion. It all falls back to the bullshit with the Titanfall 2 dev choosing PS4 over Xbox One. It's all bullshit to me, right? Like, to me, it's just, we all know what it is. Now we know what it is. Years ago, we did. Years ago, they want to keep it a mystery, keep it under the wraps, all the bullshit. People that did the actual research knew what they was getting into, and those who bought it, knowing what they were getting into, yeah, like, kudos, great. I'm not taking nothing away from you guys. I'm talking about the people who bought the hype, thought it was something, and then it turned out it wasn't, or people who smart like me and didn't buy it. Period, knowing exactly what it was, and knowing that, look at the shit that Hello Games did brought to the table. You know what I mean, towards this game. And just don't believe the hype. Just don't believe the Twitter bullshit. Like, if it was a mistake, it was a mistake. If you want to get to authorities involved, now you're getting to the point where, like, you're supposed to set an example for the other indie devs. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to make sure, look, if you own up to your mistake, gamers will forgive you, right? You own up to your mistake, make your next IP or the sequel to your game. You make it that much better. You update all the bullshit. You let people, what all the concerns that they have from this game, like, show them off Jump Street. Look, we say you had no multiplayer in this the first one. Look, the multiplayer is good in the second one. Look, let's show you. Boom, boom, boom. Frame rate drops. Oh no, we don't have frame rate drops in this shit. Look, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Knock it out with your next IP, with your next sequel. But instead, you rather just sit down, be quiet. Hello Games haven't made a post since September before this bullshit started. Sean Murray, like I said before, didn't post anything till like 9-10 days after the game of No Man's Sky was released. Since then, he's been shut the fuck up, quiet, not saying nothing out of, you know what I mean, nowhere. He's like secluded, gone dark, gone silent, all that bullshit, right? And now people are starting to forget No Man's Sky less and less, especially with the PC shit, the PC players. Latest update, like 80-90% of the players that played the game dropped out of the bullshit, dropped the title all together. People who got it for PS4 still, who knows? I guess according to my people on my friends list, people stopped playing it. People played it for like maybe a month or two, and then they stopped. They stopped. I think within the end of September, on my friends list, people stopped playing that shit. Like, it got to a point where the Twitter scandal bullshit, it just gets to me in a way that it's like, dude, you're bringing negativity. This is how people bring in negativity. Now, if we let this shit go by, we let this shit pass, then other devs are going to do the same bullshit, and then what? You know, you're going to get feds involved. That's no different from doxing or swatting people. Pulling resources from authorities to deal with this dumb shit, rather than go and just admit your wrongs to your game. You know, someone's life can be in danger. They need the manpower for something else, and they have to get pulled for this bullshit Twitter bullshit scandal that to me is irrelevant because it's subjective. That the post in question was subjective. But let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out all my other videos, man. I do more than just news and stuff like that. Check it out. Feel free. Hit that bell button too. That bell icon next to the subscribe button. To get the latest notifications. You know what I mean? Whenever I post something. Follow me on Twitter, Google Plus, and Serpent20 on PSN, Xbox Live, all that good shit. I'll leave all that shit down below, man. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all comments, negative, positive, doesn't matter. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you want to dislike it. I don't know why would you dislike this video, but just trying to be informative, you know what I mean? Giving it to the public, people who may not understand or may not know what this bullshit was about. I was glad to give you guys my 2 cents, my opinions on it. And that's it, man. I'll let y'all be. Have a blessed day. Peace out.